Among the ministers and state ministers who began their tenure at the start of the 2017-2024 presidential term, only about 9% remain in government as the term draws to a close. Analysts view this as evidence of a leadership style that prioritizes accountability and avoids complacency. Olive Nete has more on this report.
Some have termed it the speedy development presidential term, while others refer to it as the term of diversity. It began with 20 ministers and 11 state ministers. On August 31, 2017, during the swearing of this government, the President of the Republic emphasized that Rwanda is a nation of uniqueness, urging the ministers to keep this in mind as they served.
Some of the responsibilities we failed to fulfill are actually quite easy. Yet their neglect can lead to serious and significant consequences. Our country has its own unique characteristics, and when responsibilities are not met adequately, it has a profound impact, resulting in our inability to meet the needs and expectations of Rwandans. I emphasize this point regularly. I do not expect anyone to perform tasks beyond their capacity. We are all human, and I do not ask for the impossible. What I urge you to do is to fulfill your responsibilities within your capabilities, which you have skills for.
Senator Uwizeyimana Evode, a former member of the government, affirms that the selection of government members has been driven by their ability to address the country's challenges.
The first thing he considers is the capacity of someone who assists or support him in implementing various agendas, such as policies related to education, environmental preservation, and climate change. He carefully evaluates whether the candidate is suitable for the position by assessing various criteria, including educational background, relevant experience, and previous positions held. He looks for factors that would positively influence the choice of a candidate.
At the start of this presidential term, the goal was to achieve at least 90% efficiency in service provision across the three pillars of the government, which are good governance, economic development, and social welfare. Dr. Felicien Usengumukiza, Deputy CEO of the Rwanda Governance Board, observes that over the past 7 years, some responsibilities were not adequately fulfilled, as highlighted in various reports. This underperformance resulted in the dismissal of some leaders.
In some cases where some of the leaders failed to meet their responsibilities or become complacent, various decisions and measures are taken, and just as they were appointed to their positions, they are also evaluated to determine whether they should be reappointed to other roles or dismissed. Additionally, it's common for leaders to be summoned by Parliament to account for their actions and decisions.
Apollinaire Mupiganyi, the Executive Director of Transparency International Rwanda, a non-governmental organization that fights against corruption, highlights the government's commitment to holding leaders accountable. He emphasizes that the government has taken a firm stance against those whose poor performance has jeopardized the country's progress, refusing to tolerate actions that could lead to financial instability.
This is where we have seen what we refer to as a big fish falling. Some are being tried for their actions, while others have acknowledged their failures, and some are still under investigation by the Bureau and the justice system in general. It is said that those being prosecuted or dismissed were the very same people who were supposed to provide solutions and address the issues of the citizens.
Honorable Donatil Mukabarisa, who served as the Speaker of the Chamber of Deputies for 10 years, explains that when citizen-centered leadership is not properly implemented, it prevents the country from achieving people's aspirations. All ideas put together with the aim to promote the development of Rwanda, as well as promoting the development of a Rwandan, are put into consideration, since our work is centered around meeting the needs of Rwandans to foster both individual and national development. and this is the choice of Rwandans. Additionally, the government of Rwanda operates as an independent and sovereign entity grounded in democracy, with the primary aim of advancing the development of its citizens, and what the Rwandan looks forward to is development. President Kagame is widely admired for his relentless pursuit of excellence and zero tolerance for mistakes, qualities that have been instrumental in bringing the country to its current level of success.
We always say that His Excellency Paul Kagame brought this country from afar. We base this on the current development of our country. This gives us hope for the future in terms of governance, justice, and also the good infrastructure that we can be able to see with our own eyes. The housing is currently developing, and we also have sustainable peace.
In various situations and through different approaches, President Kagame has consistently urged leaders to be accountable for their responsibilities, emphasizing that in all their actions, the citizen should remain at the center.
Anyone would ask himself, a minister or any other leader who is here, who doesn't know what is in the country that threatens the well-being of the population, you'd question their purpose in their role. What are they here for?
To date, only 3 ministers and state ministers from the previous term remain in government. Beyond the cabinet, significant changes have been implemented at all levels, from local authorities to senior government positions, to accelerate progress. Over the past 7 years, many individuals who misuse the country's resources have been brought to court to face justice. Olive Nete, RTV News.